Again, thank you all so much for joining us for our VQB5 overview for the North Central Ready region, which is Ready Region 8. I'm going to go through the presentation. I'm not going to read it word for word, and then we'll answer any questions that you may have at the end. If you think of them through the presentation, you can certainly put them in the chat, and then we'll answer them at the end. So Ready Region 8 North Central, what is this? So in 2002, the Virginia General Assembly passed a law that was signed by the governor that established 9 Ready regions in the state of Virginia that are going to support access to quality early childhood opportunities. If you see the green arrow, that is Ready Region 8. That is what the region that we will be supporting. Smart Beginnings Rappahannock area is now the Ready Region 8 lead. Our Ready region includes Loudoun, Fauquier, Prince William, Manassas City, Manassas Park, Culpeper, Stafford, King George, Caroline, Spotsylvania, and the city of Fredericksburg. The Smart Beginnings Rappahannock area is expanding from what we were serving, so our region is getting much larger. We're very excited to welcome everyone to the new region. So what is VQB5? VQB5 is a measurement and improvement system. It's going to focus on quality of all publicly funded birth to 5 classrooms. It's also going to support families so that they can actually choose quality programming and programs that are going to meet their needs. It's going to set shared expectations that measure quality and support teachers. Teachers and leaders are going to receive feedback and the support that they need to ensure that our youngest learners are receiving what they need. If you were a part of Virginia Quality, then that VQ, you'll know that that was a leveled system. That leveled system is going away with VQB5. We actually combined Virginia Quality and then the pilot of preschool birth development grant, Birth to 5, into VQB5. So if you're part of Virginia Quality and you're wondering about those levels will not be a part of VQB5. Who is required to participate in VQB5? By fall of 2023, all publicly funded programs are required to participate in VQB5. All of those ratings will be shared in the fall of 2024. On the slide, it has a list of most everyone that is required to participate. If you only accept CACFP, then you are not required to participate. So that would mean if you're only accepting that one piece of the government funding, that's the only exception. However, if you don't accept subsidy or any government funding, you absolutely can opt in to participate. You can opt in during the practice year 2, which will begin July 1st, so very soon. And you can also opt in when the program begins in fall of 2023. When will the new system be in place? So during practice year 1, which we're currently in, we served close to 1,500 providers. They participated in the practice year 1 of VQB5. Practice year 2 will begin July 1st. This is your chance to get involved and truly practice what the new system will be. Over the next year, Virginia Department of Education is going to work with several stakeholders and partners to implement and provide the support that will be needed for VQB5. This practice year is paramount to get everyone prepared. Ratings that come from the practice year will not be shared publicly. It will be shared to admins that can share with their teachers. This is a great opportunity to get that practice year in. How will VQB5 measure quality? So there are 2 ways that VQB5 is going to measure quality. It's going to be interactions and curriculum. It will measure the quality of infant, toddler, and preschool teaching and learning based on those 2 things, interactions and curriculum. Interactions are going to be measured by using the class pool. VQB5 will recognize programs that use an approved curriculum in at least 1 classroom during the practice year. We have included a link at the bottom of this slide. It will also be on the resource page, and that will give you a list of the approved curriculum from Virginia Department of Education. There are some that are currently pending approval. There's also a procedure where if you want to submit your curriculum for approval, you can do that. All of this will be on the resource page at the end of the presentation. And you will get a copy of this John will email this out to you, so you'll have the recording as well as the resources at the end. How can you prepare for VQB5? The best way to do that is participating in this practice year. It will allow teachers and programs to learn about the process and identify strengths and specific areas for improvement. As I stated before, the practice ratings will only be shared with program leaders, and that is to support your teachers and help them with quality improvement so that they are ready to go in the fall of 2023. What is class? So that is the tool that we will be using to measure teacher-child interactions. It is an observational tool that looks at multi-age appropriate aspects of teacher-child interactions. It supports learning and development. Each classroom will get an observation twice a year, one in the fall and one in the spring, by a certified class observer. That observation will be based on the age of the children in the classroom. So if you see on the slide, we use 3 tools. We use the infant, toddler, and pre-K tool. There are tools that go into elementary school and secondary. We don't use those because we're birth to 5, but these are the 3 tools that we will use to conduct the observation. So how are we going to gather all of this information? How are you going to register? What is Link B5? Link B5 is the home for all VQB5 ratings and registration. Also registration for the recognized B5 program, which we'll talk about in just a minute. It is going to house all of the information about your center, your teachers, your administrators. That is the hub of it all is going to be Link B5. We are going to be holding trainings for Link B5 in the month of July. You will also receive those dates in your email. They'll be similar to this where you register via a Zoom link. And there will be multiple options for that. So what is recognized B5? A central component of VQB5 is the recognized program. It provides a financial incentive to reduce teacher turnover. We all know how high teacher turnover is in our early childhood profession. The Virginia Department of Education and Virginia Early Childhood Foundation have looked and brainstormed ways to prevent this from happening. It's a strategy for supporting, retaining, and rewarding these talented early childhood professionals. Educators from publicly funded sites that are participating who work directly with the children in a classroom setting at least 30 hours or more per week are eligible to participate. This is a wonderful program, and we have gotten so much positive feedback from our teachers that the financial incentive has just really helped them and retained them to stay in a profession that they love. All right, so I'm going to let Don, you can go ahead and stop recording.